gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel Attack! Ready? Fire!
All right. And the live stream is up. So sorry for the delay before. My computer decided right the moment when I started the stream was the best time to stop working completely, so I had to restart. But we're back and everything should be working. Um, so welcome to the Lounge Draft League Season 3, Week 1. Um, we're spicing things up a little bit this season. We've got some new members, so we have 6 battles per week, and fitting all of those into one night sometimes might take a while. So the plan this season is that if people can take care of their battles ahead of time, we will just take those replays and watch them and react to them live during Sunday night. But if anybody really wants to or can't get their battle done earlier, then we also have a couple live battles tonight too, as long as everybody shows up. So we're still kind of working out the kinks, but hopefully things work out, and I'm excited to get things going.
Right. It is
So
the first week of the new system, so to
yeah, it's the
speak. It's
first
been a
week,
bit.
but also we're always trying new things and changing things up. So
Yep. All right. So what's first? Are we doing? Yeah, we did talk about this. Live battles or the
so I
post
believe
battles?
just for the sake of getting the time dependent things done ASAP, we should probably do any live battles we can sooner
Yeah.
rather than later. So I know myself and William are both here.
I'm ready.
We're paired up this week.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if we can get Raziel in here for his game with you,
I'm right
Michael.
here.
Yep.
Oh,
He's here.
perfect, perfect. Then we could do either one of our games first, if anyone has any preferences.
I have zero preference.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever. So
Then I want to take a break because I've been doing stuff for a while, trying to set all this up. So Michael and Raziel, you guys are going first.
all
Hooray!
right.
Okay. I gotta get this thing to work. I'm gonna be so real. I'm so bad at this. Wait.
Hey, no.
I'm
Do
ready. Oh
not
wait,
worry about it at all.
I don't
It's
have
Wait.
we're
to.
we're all here to we're all here to have fun, no matter what other people say. Okay, this is we're just having a good time.
Good time. Good time.
Rez, here is my username on Pokemon Showdown.
All right. So let me get that
Let me
transition over
find.
to
Let me
that.
find.
Also,
Mine will literally just be my name.
we're doing.
Oh, really?
Are we doing just
Yeah.
draft as the format that we're supposed to pick?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You want to
Because I
make sure
know
your team
Paldea
is
Dex draft is what we did last season, and I didn't see that, but I just assumed it was
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
changed
they
things up
changed
on Showdown. The draft format is updated up through Gen 9, but it's just their way of having like every single Pokemon listed in a format. It's a little
Okay.
weird, but
It's
it's
fine.
for our
I-
purposes that's identical.
Raziel, is it Raziel 00 or 0881?
No, it'll be my full name. Wait, let me send it.
What's
your
his
full
name?
But
Connor and
you're-
Augustus.
You'll see,
their name
you'll
is
see.
OU, which is just funny that they were
Your
able
mother's
to do
maiden
that.
name in there too.
I might put
Sure,
that
the
in there.
last 4 digits of your social security number.
Luckily, no, I didn't put those in there.
All right, good.
You might as well just put your full thing in there then, right? Am I wrong?
What?
All right.
You sent me a random
Oh
battle.
no, yeah. Wait, let me fix this.
You
let me
guys
fix
could do
this. I
that
got
for your
this.
game. That could work.
A random battle. Here, I got you.
Hey, Eric, do you want a gentleman to a random battle?
Oh, I got it.
No, unfortunately, I do kind of want to play against you. Partially
Wait,
just
what
because
is
Oh,
the
man.
first blood random battle?
I am so doomed.
But William, that's partially just because I'm a big fan of the new MVP feature we have on the spreadsheet, and I want to get some points on the board and see if I can get one of my Pokemon rank 1.
This is
Alright,
so
guys,
funny
join
to
up.
see. Wait a second. Oh, that's amazing.
No spoilers, Jake. No spoilers.
Bro, open up the game already, so it's not a spoiler.
All right, hold on. Find a user. I just wanted to make sure. I'm using a different account to.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the battle up. We got Raziel and Esmeralda too. So the battle is up. Now, what we did in previous seasons, we will keep doing. So while you guys are here doing your battle, I want you to both either like deafen yourselves or leave the call. Just so that you're completely isolated, and then you can come back and we can talk afterwards.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I can do that. Bye.
All right. Perfect. And I will count them off in the.
Can we just point out that we've got Metagross and Metang in here? Like, that's so funny.
That's
yes,
awesome.
but Metang is way cooler than Metagross.
Nah, Matang is a nerd who probably was bullied when they went to school.
Metang can hold the EV and be bulkier than Metagross. That's so cool. All right, so we'll do 3, 2, 1, go.
Do we have timer on or no? Because
Timer
we
is
have more
completely
battles?
optional. We have a rule about that. If one player requests the timer, that's fine. But if neither player does it, then as long as they're not purposefully stalling, it's totally up to them.
I'm gonna stall.
All right, so we've got Wrath, the Hisuian Electrode versus Ursaluna. We get that
Holy
Wrath's not
no.
one shot.
That's all it takes.
One
Someone
shot
did their
knockout.
homework.
All right, so
There's some.
I
counts on that
gotta
one, yeah.
say first and foremost, Electrode here is a really interesting lead because it will be faster than everything Raziel has, so it pretty much guarantees him getting to choose his move first, and he's got like Volt Switch to pivot out of a bad
It's got
matchup.
Volt Switch too.
But Grass Knot surprisingly threatens Blood Moon.
Is
Although
it a
Electrode,
Captain Charizard here?
this could be a Terra Captain Charizard.
It is.
But
yeah,
I was gonna say Electrode is not very strong, so
Doesn't choose to Terra though.
the Thunder
Also
Wave
a slow Electrode or a Scarf Charizard.
that could be a Scarf Zard. We get the
It's gotta be.
10%
It's gotta be.
10% burn with that flamethrower, but that's not gonna make a big difference. The Terra Fire to get out of that electric weakness. That's interesting. I mean, it
Surprising
keeps
you didn't
Charizard
use that
pretty
first,
healthy.
but it worked.
Are we gonna get another burn? Oh, another burn would have been huge on Samurott here. I think probably a switch out to Meowscarada would be smart here. Just to because that could take the potential water hit that might be coming in.
Or a switch into Pikachu.
That's
Actually,
kind of what I was thinking.
Pikachu could be smart.
Pikachu's faster.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah!
There it is.
I was gonna say Pikachu. Pikachu also has the static ability.
Go Pikachu!
I mean, it's good they got the focus sash right now because if it sent it in later, then obviously spikes would go and it would be one hit. But now
Did
that
he have a
I was
flash?
also gonna say Pikachu was an interesting choice too because unless he gave it another ability, you do have that like 30% static chance to paralyze the Samurott, which could have been massive for like
yeah, but
slowing this thing's
Aqua Jet.
momentum down. But Aqua Jet for that priority coverage. Cecil Sledge, Aqua Jet. Electrode, the burn's not gonna do much. This thing is still quite threatening. Yeah,
I'm
Michael's
still
off to a
just
very
upset that it didn't have a light ball.
dominant start.
Why wouldn't you? I don't know.
Oh, I gotta.
Alright, so Charizard comes back out.
Oh.
Interesting choice there.
I don't know if there's anything Charizard really can do here. It probably just dies to an Aqua Jet. Unless...
What? Oh, right. It's
Okay.
gotta be Scarf.
I would have.
Is this an
Why not
early MVP
Meowscarada, though?
candidate?
Well, it's only gotten two knockouts.
Two
So...
knockouts.
Is this
Well, that's good.
Samurai?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Two knockouts is great, but I'd say you gotta hit like at least the 3 or 4 threshold to have like a really good head start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right, so
Meowscarada
this
should
is
pick up
probably a switch into Kyurem here, I'd think.
Yeah,
Just to
a
save
Kyurem or a
differential.
possibly
Metagross?
Electrode. Okay, because Metagross is risky for that
Metagross.
knock. Metagross is risky for that knockoff
Oh,
though.
okay.
But
Oh,
okay, I like the
God.
toxic spikes. His team has no poison types or anything on
Oh,
it.
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Tag and Metagross.
Oh!
Okay, so Michael's going for the sweep here. Although Matang is somewhat bulky, if it's as long as it's holding the Eviolite. I wonder
Yeah,
if
I don't know if I
Braziel-
trust it to hold an Eviolite after the
I wonder if
Pikachu
Braziel knows
without
about
the
that.
light ball.
We can ask after the battle.
If it
Yeah.
has it, then it's definitely surviving this possible earthquake.
Ooh.
Oh, but he switches.
Ooh, Magnet Rise!
And
Magnet Rise!
Magnet Rise.
So now Flygon doesn't threaten it anymore because Flygon would run a ground coverage move.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
there's
could
no
have
other.
a fire coverage move.
You could have a fire coverage, but fire coverage would be very interesting to have considering that there's like a Charizard and a Ceruledge, and it doesn't really do much for him to have that extra fire coverage when you could have.
That was a read. That's
Does
a
Flygon get
crazy read.
U-turn?
Magnet Rise is such an interesting choice, but
It works.
now
but
he's got Michael on the back pedal now. If he's got any setup moves,
oh,
wait, maybe to catch a fire move. Oh,
okay.
and this is not a weak armor Ceruledge either. Or no, that only activates on physical hits, right? I think that only activates on physical hits.
Probably.
Okay, Ceruledge is slower than Flygon though.
It could be
I
another
feel like-
choice scarf.
Yeah, it's physical
Yeah.
hits for Karma.
If this is a physical, this could be a mixed Flygon. You got that Draco, but then you could.
Yeah,
run
because of the
Earthquake as well.
Drake. Yeah, because it's gonna lower the special attack. So now.
But he's
Okay,
he's
no,
scared of that.
we're
He's
not.
trying to
Oh.
switch in for a fire move. But the close combat read. Wow.
Hey, let's go!
We got a
So
point on
that's-
the board for Ceruledge. That's huge.
Let's bring in.
All right, and those toxic spikes are gonna start doing a number.
That
on his
makes
team.
sense. Just wants to be faster.
All right. So no booster energy on the Valiant. I could see maybe a Life Orb or Choice Scarf on this thing. Unless 364, I think it's naturally faster than everything else he's got. But he misses. Oh,
Hypnosis.
the Blunder Palsy Hypnosis.
okay.
That is a classic,
Okay.
classic strategy. If he's
I
forced to
gotta
switch out
put that one in the memory
now,
bank.
Yeah.
Valiant, I think it does have access to knockoff. There's a good chance he's got that, which would be a pretty free click on Matang here. Or the Shadow Ball. Zen Headbutt,
Sweet.
critical hit! Let's go!
That crit had to matter, right?
That crit mattered. That crit definitely mattered. I mean, Matang is strong, but maybe not quite that strong for him. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It
Does
doesn't
that
matter.
confirm Eviolite?
Valiant's got a losing KD currently. That's so sick.
Valiant sucks. Valiant sucks. Okay. So it seems Michael wants to keep Kyurem healthy.
Meteor.
Because it's not immediately threatened by anything that's left over. now that the Magnet Rise is gone, Matang is susceptible to an Earthquake. I think you want to keep Meowscarada healthy because it outspeeds everything besides Electrode. So I could see us like maybe sack Matang here to get a switch into something else, but Matang, yeah, without any way to heal Matang, this is gonna be a real tough spot to get out of. I I want to say this seems like Michael's game right now, but if Raziel can get another knockout or two, just to get a couple more points on the board, that would be huge. Oh, Earth Power, so this is a special Flygon.
Okay.
Could it possibly be like a Choice Scarf? Or not a Choice Specs?
Get Draco Mania here.
Because you could just, like a Specs Draco Meteor could guarantee a knockout in so many of these Pokemon.
I think we're about to see if it's choice or not.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully this is a triple axle Meowscarada.
I forgot it gained that.
I mean, Metagross doesn't care about that, but it would get hurt by knockoff. Triple Axle would kill Electrode. Shadow Claw, nope. Another crit! I mean, it is a
Holy
high crit
shit.
move. But there we go. We get that Draco. This is not choiced. But we do drop that special attack. However, Cerulege takes those spikes damage and is slower, or should be slower than Flygon. Do we see a cheeky little Shadow Sneak knockout? Another point for Cerulege?
Honestly, we might see a switch from Michael just in case.
Yeah, Michael might play it safe. Destiny Bond! Destiny Bond!
Destiny
That's
Bond.
So funny!
fucking yes! I love
There's
this!
the spread.
Playing
There's
for the
spread.
differential.
Yep.
That's insane.
Let's
That
go!
is
Destiny
insane.
Bond!
Destiny Bond just to
Oh.
get the kill.
I mean, that's
I
good.
respect
That's
it.
really
I
good.
respect
Yeah,
it.
I respect that.
Oh my god.
Ozzy, yo.
Holy shit.
You
I'm
are my
happy.
favorite player right now. I want to say I pioneered the Destiny Bond, right? But I haven't used Destiny Bond in ages. You're bringing it back. Destiny Bond.
Also,
I did not
my
realize that was the thing until my last move, and I just really wanted to have 3 kills.
a lot
I didn't think I was getting
Destiny
shit tonight,
Bond is
but, you know.
so sick.
Hey,
Bro, I'm so
three knockout,
surprised
3
Metzing
kills
got the
is
kill.
3 kills
Uh-huh.
is massive, man.
First
Yeah,
game, 3 kills.
Look at that. Iron
We've
Valiant is
had a
not
couple
broken,
people
but
get
Tang has more kills than Iron
swept
Valiant.
on these streams, and getting 3 kills is still plenty to get yourself some points on the board.
Especially against a team with things like Iron Valiant and Samurai.
Iron
and all that
Valiant.
stuff.
No, yeah, I knew I was
negative
doomed. I
KD
did.
is so good.
I did not have any time to prepare, so I'm very glad about what I was able to do.
I super duper underestimated the Metang. I was like, oh yeah, Shadow Ball will kill.
No, yeah, I didn't think that was gonna kill him.
The Matang getting that clutch crit Zen Headbutt on the Valiant after the Blunder Policy. That Blunder Policy, I thought that was game. Same with the Metagross Agility. I want to say my favorite move that whole game though was the Magnet Rise on Matang, because that immediately put Michael in a really awkward spot with that Flygon. Because you only revealed Draco and Earth Power, but like Matang resists the Draco and is now immune to Earth Power, and it gave you this massive push for momentum that I don't think anyone saw coming. So it was definitely
real quick before we move on to the next one, since we should keep going. Is there anything in your sets that you'd like to reveal? If you plan on using it in the future, you don't have to reveal anything, but anything we didn't see that you'd like to say?
Fun ideas planned, yeah.
Well, obviously, you saw a lot of mine. Hypnosis, Blunder Policy, Agility, Weakness Policy. I mean, you can probably assume that my item was Weakness Policy. I'm going to keep the Kyurem a secret, because, Kyurem is Kyurem. You know what Kyurem is.
I was very shocked by the Grass Knot being a one-shot on that Blood Moon there.
Oh, yeah. I calced that, and I'm like, okay, if I'm like max special attack, then Grass Knot is more damage than Leaf Storm. No, Grass Knot is less power, but it kills if there's no special defense investment. So I calculated for that.
Wow.
And I'm like, if he's not that, then at least I will be able to live.
Yeah, Ursaluna is definitely the most threatening thing on that team. So taking care of that right away was probably what I'd say alone what pushed you into that. Like now you just have to finish cleaning things up because Ursaluna is the biggest target on that team.
Whoops.
Okay. So yeah, make sure you guys save that replay and post it just so we can have everything in the one place. I
Alright.
will
Indeed.
switch things over and oops. All right. And William.
Hi, that's
I'm ready
me.
to see William win.
All right, you and I are
hope
up.
so.
No, wait, I'm ready to
Okay.
see Eric win.
What? Wait, what?
Reverse psychology. It's because if I say you win,
Oh.
then you always lose.
Well, now I'm sad.
Don't be sad.
Okay.
Be happy.
Okay.
Handle your sadness.
Oh,
All right.
on the spreadsheet, is the MVP race tab, like, does it have the calculations set up?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I think I have to go into the
So,
data, and I have to
William, let's
manually input all the
Hi.
let's
the
leave
wins
the
for each
call.
Pokemon.
And
Yeah,
can one
I
of you
guess.
guys count us? Can one of you guys, when you join the game, count
I
us
put
off?
the scores.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I put the
I'll see
KD
you
for the
around.
Pokemon in the stats page already for that battle.
Okay, I'll wait a few seconds before I send it. Yeah, I think that's enough time. Wait, I should probably wait for some more of you guys to.
All right.
How many are we
Give me a
expecting?
second. There we go. I'm in.
Okay, I think we're all here.
Ooh, hold on. So we get to see the debut of Ice Cube,
Yes, we do.
and I can see why he didn't bring the William didn't bring
Regieleki.
Regieleki yet, because Landorus. Obviously, any ground type just nerfs it. Jet Set Radio versus Honey Mustard. Ooh, so right off the bat, we see the Mold Breaker negating its levitate ability here. What are we going to see from Latios? He did get Flip Turn this generation, so that's in play.
Really? Okay. Good to know.
The Excadrill is not fast enough yet to do much. Oh, but we get to see Aura Sphere come out, doing hefty damage against lead. I'm guessing
Looks like
maybe
he
he was
just
like
wants to
Focus
suffer.
Sash lead, but still, man, that's crazy. All right, so we get some nice momentum off here from William getting the damage lead. Into
Okay.
the Ghost type, but then Flip Turn here. You get some nice momentum going, and now he can bring out really
Who is he
icy
gonna
Ice
bring
Cube.
out?
He can bring out
Maybe.
the Toxicroak or the Heatran.
Heatran? Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, maybe not Heatran because this thing does get heat proof, which is only like really good ability. Because hospitality doesn't work in singles. Obama! That's my nickname! That's the nickname I gave him.
Yeah. Look at him.
Look at him go.
Okay, so the Landorus
what's he have?
probably would, like a poison move, Sludge Wave, realistically, is the thing that hits this.
Yes,
but,
yes.
that does kind of invite in Excadrill, but Excadrill can't really take advantage of coming in, so it doesn't really.
So, like, he's pretty much free to click any buttons he wants here and be completely safe.
Uh-huh.
Which is what I'm thinking that he's going to do here. And then, yeah, Eric has to find some way to maneuver around this behemoth. Just notice we got the Battle of the Landoruses here. Landorus Therian, Landorus Incarnate here. Yeah, and Sinistras doesn't get much. Oh, he goes into the nasty plot. Oh, and an unfortunate miss.
A scary spot to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The Matcha Gotcha is neutral though, so I can see why he stayed in. But now the Sinistra is in a really bad place because I think anything, even if this is like especially defensive, I think because of sheer force, Landorus plus a nasty plot, it just kind of rips and tears through this team.
Yeah, that miss was really unfortunate.
That Ogerpon and Halucha both outspeed this.
He misses again?
Yeah, that's rough.
Bro, 2 90% accurate misses.
I don't think it really affects too much unless William plans on switching out this Landorus before it dies.
Well, if he did get it, then he would have had a chance to burn and then heal. So I can see why he's upset because now he has to. Right. Psychic. Okay, sacking the Honey Mustard, the Excadrill.
That's weird that he finds more value in the Sinistra than the Excadrill, in my opinion.
I can see the Sinistra being a nice check to Quaquaval. And since he did go for Psychic, he might not have William. He might not have Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave.
Uh-huh.
And then this Wellspring is nice to come out.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious choice against Landorus.
Right.
So. And it's
He might
probably
not be the
faster,
choice,
so I expect to switch.
Yeah. So, right. Ogerpon Wellspring can also just kind of click buttons, but not as freely. Toxicroak. That's nice.
Toxicroak or maybe Quaquaval.
Oh, and then Dry Skin. That's my goat. Toxic Throat Goat. Love the nickname.
I mean, why wouldn't you expect that, though? Yeah, well.
Does Ogerpon get, like, Zen Headbutt or something like that, I think?
I believe so. Ogerpon has a pretty good moveset.
And it does still outspeed the Toxicroak, so...
The thing is, he has to rely on another 90% accurate. Oh, and then... Oh, that thing is...
Does
that's
not outspeed a Scarf Toxicroak, though.
Ooh! Ooh, we taking games! The thing is, Eric did not opt to get, to take the, Iron Crown in this matchup. Which on paper doesn't seem too good, but in battle would be really nice, being able to resist the Psychic and immune to Gunk Shot here.
Mm-hmm.
And now Eric is kind of starting to realize that what are his options against Toxicroak? I mean, Lander's Therian is there, but he's probably doing some calcs just to make sure, like, okay, if this thing is Ice Punch. Ooh.
Oh.
All right, I see what he's going. I see what
I
he's
mean,
going
Psychic,
for.
yeah.
Setting up the Psychic Terrain. Also, since we know it is choiced.
What read do you go for with this Indeedee? Because, like, is he just going to switch into... Okay, he's not switching into Latios or anything.
Oh, I see.
Korean.
Putting up the light screen first, though, is odd to me.
Yeah, because that kill? Yeah, that does kill.
He's going for a Halucha Sweep. Oh, okay.
Right, yep.
Because now it's faster than any Choice Scarf.
Psychic Seed, yep, this is what he was planning.
Oh, and he's probably only super worried about the Latios or the Landorus surviving, and they're special attackers. Because the other things are gonna die. Actually, Ice Coolers.
So I think we're gonna clearly see, because Toxicroak is not his Terra Captain, right? William's Terra Captains are the
yeah, he's going for a clear
and
sweep
the Ice
here.
Cube, which he did bring the Ice Cube.
Yeah, I mean, if Ice Cube is choiced, he could have if he's scarfed, then he could have what is it, ice?
I think Eric just needs to click buttons. That's what he needs to do.
The only thing.
William is just clicking buttons, and he's not getting punished for
it. Yep, he wants to get rid of the terrain, but it's just gonna die anyways.
And then here we are. We see. Oh, and oh my God!
Never mind. Never mind.
So
that was
that
smart.
gets rid of his attack boost, and Unburden doesn't activate anymore, I believe.
He brought back the red card Mimikyu.
Because the boost loses its boost if it switches out. And Eric might not know that.
I was like, if he lets Toxicroak.
Oh my God, we're getting a nice clean sweep. Oh, Eric is so true. He's so tilted.
I assume that's why he brought Ice Cube as well, because of Ice Spinner. They could just take a physical hit too, so.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of unfortunate things that happened on Eric's side. A lot of unfortunate misses and a lot of luck on William's side too, landing 3 gunk shots in a row. Oh, and then another
miss.
Oh my goodness.
Are we about to see a 6-0?
That is so bad. That's so unfortunate.
It is not Eric's day today.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
So
But
I mean, maybe
IceQ is about to get MVP to start.
Guys, I think William hacked Eric's computer. Ain't no way.
that
Oh my
kinda
God.
Ain't no
less.
way.
And a
Ain't no
crit.
way.
Crit mattered.
Ain't no way.
Ice Cube
What
is
did I
probably
just
going
watch?
to
Oh my goodness.
MVP
Eric, you got
after that.
cheese that match. I'm so sorry.
MVP IceQ.
Holy
That
fuck,
was-
William, we
was
got our
0 back.
yes! IceQ sweep!
Can I just say real quick? Good job, William. When I
Thank you.
said good luck and have fun at the start, I was kind of implying that we'd have like somewhat
Equal-
equivalent luck in that
You meant
matter.
fair luck.
No,
Even
don't-
luck.
I'm here to have fun, right? I don't really care if I win or lose. But that felt divine. That felt like somebody was behind the scenes pressing buttons. Every single move that I tried to use missed you.
The rock slide at
Times
the
in a
end was
row.
crazy.
Oh,
Also, I just want to say the fact that William, you chose exactly one time to use a substitute. You could have kept substituting and fishing for a rock slide miss, but you gave up on it, and the turn you gave up on it was the turn he missed.
William,
That
I
is-
didn't. I'll tell you this much, right? I didn't do a ton of preparation for this week, but I did do a couple calculations, right? I did do a couple
Yeah.
things. And I'll say first and foremost, right? Red card IceQ, that wasn't something I planned for, right? That was a great thing to call out. Had you not had that, I think Halucha would have swept your team.
Yeah, that was literally the only Pokemon that could have done that on William's side.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
without that, I don't, this is all semantics, right? We never know. But
Yeah.
without that, I think you did lose. However,
I will say I did have some backups just in case that I think might have
Yeah,
gotten
yeah,
me there.
Also,
But-
I want to point out that IceQ, even without the red card, could have stopped a sweep just by not hard switching in, instead switching in after one of his mons died. Because no matter how much damage Halucha does, it does nothing to an Ice Face IceQ.
Mm-hmm.
You need an
of
extra
course,
turn,
of course.
and
No,
it's gonna deal at least
IceQ
the 20
IceQ
damage.
alone definitely shut that down. So I can't just go, oh, but what if I would have won, right? IceQ was something that I should have had better prep for, and I think that was plenty, right? I think you would have won regardless. This battle, I did have a lot of my plan centered around Halucha being like, once this thing gets in, it can take out everything you've got. But like I said, IceQ kind of put a cork in that. However, it would have been nice to at
If you
least hit
landed
one of
one.
my moves. Because
Eric-
Sinistra there was EV to be able to solo even a Choice Specs Landorus. So yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate that 90% accurate moves. I just got flashbacks to season 2 Baxcalibur for me, missing my 90% accurate scale shot in pivotal moments, and then it happened to you twice.
Twice in a
then-
row.
Twice in a row, and then Rock Slide missing too, which is the icing on the cake too.
Yeah.
No.
So
that would have one shot.
What would have one shot?
The Sinestro?
It
So
wouldn't.
I
It not.
don't
No, it's not that it would have one shot. It's that I had it. The move it was using Matcha Gotcha heals
Yeah.
me when I use it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest.
So-
I haven't really seen much of Sinestro before.
No, that's
today.
fine. But what I mean when I said I can 1v1 even a Specs Lander is the way I had it built was that I could be outputting more damage than you were dealing to me while I
Yeah.
was healing. So that thing was at least one of the options I had to take care of your Landorus. However, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to.
You gotta put
Um,
wide lens on that thing next time.
Man, I'm not gonna run Wildlands on 90% accurate move. That's
But that is
stupid.
99% accurate.
I mean,
You know, you can really
clearly, you
perform.
might need it.
No, I know, but Wildlands is something you run when you've got population bomb or triple axle or some other reason to need it. I wanted. I shouldn't have to run wide lens on every single Pokemon.
Eric, you should have thought about like hitting your moves. I think if you did that, it would have turned out a lot better for you.
All right. Well, anyways,
I think
maybe next time.
Oh,
Maybe next time.
regardless of me winning or losing, that was very funny. And if I may, quite memorable.
I'm just gonna post that in the battle replays as well.
Yeah,
You're a good sport, Eric. You're a good sport.
Did you save that, William, or should I save it? Or
I did.
You know, you said it. Okay, good.
Did someone already get it? Okay, awesome.
I posted it just now.
All right.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
I guess my only other concluding statement before we go into the other replays we've got for tonight. I think I just used up all my bad luck for the whole season, and
I think that's
nothing bad will ever happen to me ever again.
Well, now it will.
For me, I think this is my magnum opus. I don't think anything I do will ever be able to top this match. I have already peaked at the very beginning of the season.
Like in terms of like your life.
I think I've used up all my luck. I'm going to be fucked the rest of the what 11 weeks, 10 weeks.
11.
The choice scarf
next.
The choice scarf Toxicroak was really smart.
Yeah.
I love my Toxicroak. Nope.
It puts you in a range where I had to be very careful how I dealt with it. All right, so let me go over here. Transition. So let's get.
Do you just want to stream Do you just want to stream the battles for
I'm streaming. I'll stream it in Discord too, but
Yeah.
I want it on the live stream as well. So let's do. I want to start with the Wallace Locomotive versus Pokesteelix game.
That looks like it's a good one, just by the Pokemon that are brought. So I want to watch it.
Oh my goodness!
So
we got two gimmicky teams, yeah.
Okay, so the stream is now synced up. Perfect. So let me get this going. All right, so we've got 3 replays to go through and react to. We're going to be kind of going through these, I'll say, at a slightly faster pace, but I want to take some time to like analyze things like the lead matchup and whatnot, or speculate on what plays will be. So, oh shoot!
Turn off the music.
Muted. Let me see. That was part of it. I had everything muted, but when I had to restart everything, it all got the volume turned up. So,
I see.
Okay, muted. All right. So we've got the Pincurchin lead. Pincurchin is such a fun Pokemon. I wish it did something other than like Memento and set hazards and die.
It's pretty mediocre. But then we see here with the lead Minchino. Or Cinccino, my bad.
Cinccino. You got that Technician or Skill Link option for those powerful multi-hit moves and a very fast speed tier, hitting up to 361 without anything else. I think besides Bundle, that outspeeds Alex's whole team. So this might be a very important member to keep alive.
I will say Ben did very good. I think we both did very good this fight, so I'm excited.
All right.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what
if you ever have anything you want to interject with your own
of course
thought process.
I think I do a little blunder at the start, but other than that, I think
we've got the team with the four iron Pokemon on it. All of them will like this electric terrain. So my guess is this is definitely just a terrain extender, because that's the whole reason you even want Pincurchin.
Yeah, it is. I'll just say it is. Yeah.
Otherwise, I think Skill Link is probably the most likely thing with Cinccino. What's nice with is it Cinccino or Cinccino, whatever.
Cinccino, whatever.
Cinccino.
Chinchilla.
It's one of the few things that has access to Tidy Up, which is a hazard removal move that also is just like Dragon Dance, +1 attack and speed. Crazy good move. But only like rodents have it, which is I think probably for the best.
Imagine like freaking I don't know, some other Pokemon having.
But what that means here is that even if Pincurchin has like hazards, we have hazard removal as like the counter lead to that, which is kind of nice to see. But yeah, let's get this first turn going. So immediately going for the Tidy Up. Probably, I mean, I guess going for that attack and speed boost right away is good, but unfortunately, because Cinccino is so fast, we don't get the hazard removal, and we do see the spikes go up. And other than Toucannon, nothing's immune to spikes. But more importantly, spikes will help with figuring out which one is Zoroark, which I think
True.
is always an important thing to keep in mind.
I guess
We go
that's
for
another
another
thing, too.
tidy up right away.
Oh my goodness.
Plus
Yeah,
attack and
get rid of the
speed.
spikes.
But then that momentum comes in. It drops attack and special attack both by 2 stages.
Yep.
So what the bright side, right? Since still has that +2 speed, it will be faster than I think every Cork Drive Pokemon besides Bundle. No.
Well, even
Yeah,
Bundle,
whatever.
because
Even Bundle, because since it's so fast, if it's running max speed, this +2 speed is going to put it over the edge. But with dropping that attack, it's now in a very tough spot. However, losing Pincursion right away, Alex, that is a very interesting choice. With common moves like Ice Spinner that are able to like get rid of terrain, and also you're putting yourself on like a 6-turn timer here to take advantage of this terrain. I think
Okay,
keeping Pincursion around.
so here's the thing. I did calc things out, and Iron Bundle is really all I need, unless he does what he's about to do right now.
Oh, okay.
Really,
Let's
this
see it.
is all I need, unless he does this right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ice
Yeah.
Spinner.
Oh.
Well, that's exactly what I was gonna say too. Was Ice Spinner's very common. That was an interesting choice to use Ice Spinner there, but I'm glad he brought it because I think he was anticipating you having access to the terrain, right? And getting rid of it, now you are locked out of it for the rest of the battle, which
Yeah,
I think
it's
is
very smart to use that.
Unless
The
you
only
do,
one
like,
I really
manual
wanted to use
terrain,
electric
which is-
terrain on was Iron Bundle.
Mhm.
And I don't think if you saw that for just a little bit, but that was Quark Drive special
Quick
attack.
Drive special attack, yeah. So you had everything calced around being able to utilize that powerful special attack.
Hmm.
And now things are maybe not quite in that same threshold. But we do see that Focus Sash too. That was a very interesting choice for the lead Pokemon to make
Yep.
sure it could like.
It
This
could
actually
do
worked out
something.
so well for Ben here. And then we get the Rock Blast. This could reveal
Yep.
a
Oh, this
possible
is probably
skill
gonna
link.
kill.
There we go.
Oh,
We got
or
those
just bring
5
it down.
hits.
Close.
Hey, losing Pincursion and almost losing Bundle, that's a lot of work for one little rat to take care of. But now we've got Kronk's new
so
groove, the Toucanon.
this has got to be the Zoroark, right?
That's exactly it. That's what I was thinking at the
Yeah.
time because of the ice. Like,
Right.
why would he
So-
bring in Toucan?
Let's just click
Yeah.
the turn.
Toucanon's got the ice weakness. This is But you see the
Yeah,
Shadow
that's
Stake
what I thought. That's what I
for
thought.
that priority move, maybe a little too obvious with that Toucanon.
Wait a second. I don't think that would have killed.
You know,
I mean,
Bundle has a lot of defense, but it's got like no HP.
does Zoroark have like a semi-decent physical attack stat?
It's like pretty balanced. It's supposed to be kind of like a mixed
Okay,
attack.
then maybe.
All right.
Plus, it is
We'll
stab
probably
too.
be we get the nasty plot. It's a very interesting choice, but staying in on that Volt Switch doesn't take a lot of damage. I know we get the
Get rid
Iron
of the
Thorns
Scarf,
coming in.
though. He probably has one. Or get rid of the Focus Sash, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, getting rid of the sashes would be important. However, Iron Thorns here is slower than Zoroark, and with this boosted up special attack stat, I don't think it's gonna like to take any hit. However, we do see the I kind of skipped a turn here. We do see the Terra Normal come in. This will block any ghost attacks. But we see the Psychic
But he
instead, which
doesn't.
is so interesting. So
It's
interesting.
yeah, it's so weird.
I want to say it's a call out, right? But how would he know, right?
Right.
How would he know that this
'Cause, like,
one
why
turn
wouldn't
would be
you
the one
choose
turn?
Shadow Ball?
But hey, Psychic ends up working out, getting a massive chunk in on Thorns here. Then we see the Wild Charge, and yeah. So Wild Charge takes that out, but you do take a little bit more chip damage, putting this guy in range for pretty much anything faster than it to take it out, even with a random coverage move. Breaks to Internet. I no longer am a fan of Ben's team. Why would he pick that for Yanzi's name?
Because it's a broken.
All right. Now we don't get a download.
Oh, I get it.
So
'Cause it's a virus.
Yeah, but that's a Wreck-It Ralph reference. Okay, so we don't see downloads. This is most likely adaptability. I don't know why you do analytic on a Porygon Z. It's just not bulky enough for that. But I mean, you've got Iron Treads here. That's a Steel type. It would resist the normal moves, right? But every single other Pokemon would take pretty serious damage from it. So I'd say just like a normal coverage move here. Yeah, that's definitely just the best bet. Zapdos comes in.
Normal just
Zapdos
goes neutral against like
yeah, it hits everything for just decent damage, and treads is not really as that big of a problem. But however, speaking of problems, Husk, the Zapdos Galar comes in. This thing is fast. This thing hits hard. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a close combat coming in, and that is exactly what happens. We lose the Porygon Z. I'm surprised we didn't see a Toucannon switch in there, or now. Toucannon has a move called Beak Blast, and I don't think Ben is using Beak Blast. It's not super common, but it works like Focus Blast or Focus Punch. But if they hit you with a physical attack, they get burned. So Beak Blast is really cool and a great tool for shutting down like dangerous physical attackers like this, because they either get burned or switch out, and something else gets hit by a flying type Focus Punch.
right. The thing is, like,
but instead we
doesn't
get
have the bulk to like really take care of that, unless you invest.
No, but it's got the flying type to take neutral damage from a close combat. It could probably lift that and at least threaten this. However, we do see the probably Prankster, maybe Unburden. Giving the Flame Orb. Giving the Flame Orb to Zapdos.
Very
change to that Choice Scarf. So Husk now no longer has that Choice Scarf. It was probably Did you spec this so it'd be like just slightly faster than everything, or is it like max speed?
Yes,
Choice Scarf?
I did it. It was almost max speed, but yeah.
Yeah. So losing that Choice Scarf might be quite important, but being burned, that'll with those dropped defenses, this is the perfect opportunity for Sunflora to come in and sweep. Unfortunately, even with the burn, burn is still a one shot.
Yeah, it
I
is
was
a
gonna say,
one
oh my
shot.
goodness, even with the
oh my goodness, so it's a good thing he has Focus Sash on half his team in return of Jafar. This is Sunflora's one turn to do some damage, and there we go on the board!
Let's go!
Dazzling Gleam.
And the Ice Beam finishes it off.
No!
But here comes Toucannon the unbeatable. Oh.
No!
Alright.
Fuck you, Pokemon!
Okay. I want
we see another
clarification question about MVP stuff. The Memento, does that count as a kill for Cinccino or Cinccino?
No, it counts.
No,
as a
we
kill
treat it the
for...
same as like a Destiny Bond or an Explosion, right?
Right.
Nobody gets the kill for like we don't count the kill as like whatever was facing Pincurchin. Pincurchin just doesn't like get any points on the board for that game.
Pincurchin just died for it, and no one
was gonna say because technically Pincurchin killed itself, so that would get it. It would get a kill for itself.
Is that how we're playing it?
That's no.
Okay.
Why not?
No,
because it counts, right? It totally counts.
Cinccino got a kill. It killed
itself. So it got a 7. It got it got a kill by itself. The thing is, it died
itself, so
its KD doesn't change. Otherwise, its KD is -1.
I mean, that's how I put it in.
I feel like a -1 makes.
Expecting it.
That's what it did, though.
Also, you mentioned Destiny Bond on that. The way that I put it in was just that I gave Skrulledge the kill for the Destiny Bond, and I gave the, what was it, Flygon the kill for hitting it.
I think that's what we've done in the past.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've got 2 more battles to get to, so let's go through these. I'll just go next in order that I've got. We've got Cloudy and Connor, 2 of our, I guess Augustus, 2 of our new members this season who got paired up together. So none of us know what to expect from these 2 in terms of like.
I'd like to point out these 2 chose to play in OU for their battle.
I noticed that, yeah.
Which means neither of them are allowed to use sleep moves during this, which hopefully they prepared for that fact.
Fascinating. I think that'll come up, but we do see a Gengar,
know,
so
right?
that could be an option. But...
I mean, Yawn Skeledirge, but I guess the fact that they are playing in OU means that, reveals that little bit of information. No Yawn, no Hypnosis, none of those.
No
sleep
Baton
moves.
Pass, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get things going. So we see the lead Great Tusk and the lead Tinkaton. This is actually the first time I think we've ever seen Great Tusk in the Lounge Draft League. No, we had something seasonal.
Season 1, Tristan had it.
Season 1, we had a...
Season 1, Tristan had it. Yeah, Season 2, nobody had a Great Tusk, so it's Nice to see such a staple of competitive Pokemon back in at large. Also, with a pretty solid matchup on Tinkaton here. That Fairy typing is a little scary, but I don't think Tinkaton will want to take a Headlong Rush.
Right. Headlong
Although
Rush, Earthquake.
it is naturally faster than Great Tusk, and we don't see a booster energy here. So who
The
knows?
thing is,
Tinkaton might
Tinkaton
be
hits
able
like
to.
nothing. You have to put
It doesn't hit very hard at all.
Yeah, I use Tinkaton, so like I know it's underwhelming.
But we could maybe see a Stealth Rock from one of these two.
Right.
All right.
Ooh, Intimidate, nice.
Immediately into the Headlong Rush. That's exactly what I was talking about. Tinkaton not wanting to take that. But the Intimidate from Squawkabilly. Crippling Great Tusk. What's this thing going to do now? Great Tusk is useless until it switches out. And here, perfect chance for Squawkabilly to start setting up that Hurricane.
Ooh.
Massive damage on Skeleturge, followed by the Foul Play for that critical hit.
This Foul Play doing nothing is crazy.
That's not a critical hit. But yeah, this is pretty much just blatantly telling you that Skeleturge has no investment in its physical attack whatsoever.
Which is
possibly a negative nature in it, if I had to guess. Seeing how little damage that super effective Foul Play did. But Skeleturge can return with a Torch Song, getting that guaranteed special attack boost and doing more than 50%. Squawkabilly, for such a powerful, nearly banned Pokemon, Squawkabilly is showing just why it's such a valuable team member, being able to take hits like that unboosted Torch Song.
A lot of people call Squawkabilly the Arceus of ZU, so.
That is true. We see yet another Foul Play, possibly just going for some extra chip damage here, but that Slack. Oh
my goodness!
Forgetting about the typing. Oh no.
Ooh. It's a big mistake there.
All right. Big mistake there. That Torch Song getting a knockout, and now we have a +2 on Skeleturge. Choosing to switch to the Gliscor there. I feel like that's probably the only thing that can deal with Skeleturge here. Lucario, Tinkaton both have a weakness. Electros isn't super bulky. Gengar is frail as paper. But Gliscor has physical defense. It's got very little special defense. I mean, again, I don't know what to expect from these games, but Augustus is not super prepared to deal with a boosted up Skeleturge, so I fear this might be the end already. The Crab Hammer, not the Earthquake.
Ooh,
wow. Also, no Toxic Orb, no Toxic Orb from Gliscor either.
That is crazy. Yeah, he may have known about the Poison Heal Toxic Orb set.
Yeah.
Again, we have no idea what
we don't know what these players are capable of. The Hex without any status. I think maybe there's a chance because I think Hex was really smart if that Toxic Orb had already gone off. I think there's a chance maybe Connor just wasn't aware when Toxic Orb would activate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess that is true because he probably expected the Hex, put the Toxic Orb to proc.
Yeah.
And that's why I went for Hex. I see.
Or it could be any number of things. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
he could have just wanted to press a different button for no reason.
But we get the Electra switching in out of the Gliscor. We get another Slack Off. Liquidation not doing enough damage, and that Torch Song boosted even more. Heavy damage on that.
Slack. Oh no. Okay.
And this is looking bad. We might be seeing a Skeleturge might be topping off that MVP list. Torch Song getting another knockout. Although
3 KOs.
Liquidation just taking as much chip. But we're gonna see no Slack Off. What +4? All right. I don't think Skeleturge is gonna get that 6-0 with one Slack Off. We might have seen it, but
okay, yeah.
Tinkaton does get a point on the board. That's something I didn't even get. So
he tops my Ice Cube. God damn it!
Oh, the Skeleturge.
Yeah, by 1.
Oh, but then
and the Headlong Rush to finish off Lucario. All right, Great Tusk getting some points on the board. Connor, that was quite a debut game. Really powerful team. We didn't even get to see half of the members switch in.
Skeleturge he had a Ramambi and didn't even lead at sticky webs or anything.
I mean, you can use Ramambi as a quiver dancer. It does get quiver dance, so
that is true.
Be a sticky bot set.
Wow.
You never know.
Honestly, I don't know if I've got much else to say about that game. I think
Oh, who got the
Augustus.
kill on the Skeledirge?
That was
Well,
Tinkerton.
That was
Tinkerton got
Tinkerton
it.
knockoff.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Augustus definitely just got put into a weird spot there. Not having any tools to deal with a boosted up Skeledirge, but that was definitely a very impressive showing from Connor, and definitely proves that regardless of matchup or anything, he'll be definitely like a worthy opponent throughout this season, as far as we're aware. And then I was told by Kyle that I should save this replay for last because he thinks it's the most exciting thing we'll see today.
I don't know about that.
So
It's got some fun stuff.
I've seen some pretty crazy things today.
I've seen some pretty crazy things too. You know.
I've seen some things I didn't even think would happen. So let's just see where this goes. This is our third and final replay of the night. I don't believe unless I think Josh and Isaiah might not be getting their battle done tonight. I'll give you guys some extra time if you want to try to catch up on that and take care of it this next week. But and I'll make sure I reach out to both of them about that. But from here on out, if you don't have your battle done before Sunday, right? Or you don't take care of it on Sunday, I think we're just gonna go like -3 for both players. Like just both like a double loss. Because I don't want to I don't want us to get behind. And if you can't find 15 minutes to do your battle during a week, then
yeah. I mean, we can go on a case by case basis if there's like an excuse or if there's like
if there's like a good reason behind it, yeah. But otherwise, I don't want to have to deal with trying to like make up games or if people trade and have different teams or whatever. So let's
go.
But yeah, we'll give them some extra time because it wasn't. I don't think it was super clear. But anyways, yeah. So final battle of the night. Let's see what we got. We've got former season champion Kyle versus probably one of the least consistent and terrible players we've ever seen.
Thanks,
Jake
man.
on the other side.
Yo,
Jake,
I just want to call out.
There's no way you could do worse than me.
So we see the Dark and Psychic
also,
matchup right here.
I want to bring up
Cosma is going to click Stealth Rock here, or switch out. Watch this.
I want to bring up before we get further into this. I think I'm one of 2 players to have beaten Kyle, right?
Yeah, we've all gotten close, but no, Jake, I'm just joking with you, man.
No, I know. I just wanted to bring that up as in like, ooh, setting some stakes for the game.
Yeah. No, this is actually a very exciting like week 1 battle considering like the records these two have.
Also, me versus Kyle has happened week 1 all 3 seasons.
Oh, really? I haven't even noticed.
That's really interesting. Anyways, though, Kyle actually has a lot on the line here. I think even season 1, except for like that last battle or something, I think he also went almost undefeated. He had like 2 games lost season 1, no games lost season 2. So there's a lot on the line for this guy to keep up that streak. However, this Darkrai lead against Necrozma, faster, super effective damage, immune to the psychic moves. Necrozma might get a Stealth Rock up, but Darkrai is just massively threatening to this team. So we'll see what happens.
Dark and Psychic coverage. It hits everything.
Dark Pulse not even doing 50%. We're seeing that Prism armor really coming into play. Even though it's got that weakness, it's not quite a resistance. You still take increased damage, but it's still like taking only 49%, not even half from that Dark Pulse.
No, yeah,
we see the flinch. We see the flinch. I was just gonna say.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we will see some bad RNG this game. Another Dark Pulse to finish it off. Yeah, that was a slightly lower roll, slightly higher roll. So we're seeing a 6 versus 5 now. That Necrozma unfortunately did not get to do anything. Just like Sinistra. So Dragapult comes out. It is one of the few things faster than Darkrai, and Ghost is not super effective against Dark. However, we could possibly be seeing like a U-turn or something to get some extra damage in here, or threaten out the Darkrai. Darkrai is frail enough where it doesn't really want to be taking any hits that it can avoid. And I'd say Darkrai is kind of... Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
this moment was for a Draco Meteor. Like that
Well,
was what
I
I
was
was
gonna say that
thinking
too. I was gonna
he's
say
about
that
to
too.
play.
Even a Draco Meteor. Just Darkrai seems to be the most important like win condition for Jake's team right here against some of the threats Kyle has, and I don't think you want to risk losing it or letting it take any unnecessary damage. So yeah, we get that U-turn just like I talked
Oh
about,
my goodness, though.
doing
Yeah.
some very serious damage. But staying in for that Dark Pulse does break the Mimikyu disguise. We see the classic Mimikyu with red card, forcing in the Ditto and forcing it in without the disguise, which is I think pretty pretty serious now because we don't get the Terra
Oh, the
normal
Terra
Shadow Sneak.
normal.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Terra Ditto going
So
crazy.
here's my guess, right? I think you had that for Dragapult. Um,
Do
or
you
was
want
that
me to be honest here?
or was that for Mimikyu? Was that for Mimikyu? Or did you
I
forget?
forgot. When I
You
was in Team
forgot.
Building, I forgot Ditto. And in
All
battle, I was
right.
like, wait a second, he's a Terra captain too.
He's the
So
Terra
Kyle,
captain.
was going for that possible speed tie, and or maybe just risk the Shadow Sneak damage. But you had that clutch Terra normal on Mimikyu,
Yep.
by complete accident. Lets you
Yep.
survive that Shadow Sneak, and in comes Sneasler. And now Sneasler typically likes to work in terrain to get that seed boost with Unburden and sweep through a whole team. But I think we might also possibly be seeing like a big nugget or like what is it like that one claw item for like the flinch, and we could see fling to activate Unburden. There's a lot of ways to activate this, but this is probably the thing Kyle needs most to kind of get back into this game here. Yeah, we see the Galvantula coming out into the close combat. Oh, he could be doing White Herb. White Herb? Yeah, White
Yep.
Herb.
Yep.
So White Herb clears any dropped stats, but also gets rid of your item, which is the one thing you need to do for Unburden to activate. Unburden now can no longer activate if he switches out, but with that doubled speed, he's outpacing stuff like Darkrai and even possible Choice Scarf users. Not Ditto, actually, oddly enough. This Unburden
Are
is
you
one of like
sure?
is that not? Does Unburden
I
get
didn't
carried over
check.
to Ditto?
I assumed
Well,
Unburden would not activate on the Ditto.
I believe Unburden does not activate on Ditto, because Ditto's still
Yeah.
holding an item.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, I guess.
But it's one of like those few strategies that is like in the background, right? There's not like a little notification under your health bar that tells you, and like
Yeah.
it's those kinds of things that Ditto likes to copy. So
That is true.
we get the acrobatics,
Mhm.
boosted by that Unburden and losing the item.
So here,
Outspeed, we get the
I played a little
acrobatics.
too fast and did not account for Unburden in that split second where I
So
switched
in
to
that moment,
Darkrai.
lost Darkrai, but kind of unnecessary, giving the Sneasler an extra an extra kill. But
Yep.
I mean, Darkrai was outsped by Dragapult. It was already pretty low. I think at most it could have maybe done some damage to Espeon, but
So then this
we'll see what
turn,
else can happen.
my thought was, because I did bring Burning Bulwark on this Gouging Fire, my thought was 50-50. Does he Swords Dance predicting me to try to burn him, or does he just hit me?
Ah, that is a very interesting predicament. I
Uh-huh.
feel like Kyle is
If he
very
Swords Dances, he just wins.
well, yeah, exactly. Kyle is very hard to get a read on in these kinds of scenarios. You never know when he's just going to like be aggressive and just kind of keep going for the attacks, or if he's going to, go for these wild predictions and risk, getting knocked out by like a Flare Blitz or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But instead we get the close combat, no
Yep.
Burning
Oh,
Bulwark,
living anyways.
and that Flare Blitz.
And then you just
I
click
think
Flare Blitz, baby.
See, the thing is, though, now I'm
Jake,
at 20% instead of at, like, 60%.
No, yeah, here's what I'll say. Flare Blitz was the best option you could pick there to minimize risk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had you clicked Burning Bulwark and things worked out, you would have been in a much better spot. But had you chose Bulwark and he had a Swords Dance, you were screwed and you would have been swept by Sneasler. And Flare Blitz keeps you in the game. Bulwark would keep you at a much more comfortable lead, but you are still in the lead here, which I think is what's more important.
Mm-hmm.
Espeon comes in. Espeon is slightly faster than Gouging Fire here and does threaten to KO. But you always have to worry about, like, could this be a Calm Mind Espeon that's just going to start setting up, or is it going to go right for the kill? You never really know, but this is just a Psychic. With that Life Orb,
Kyle's just playing
very interesting
aggressive.
reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Also a speed tie with this Ogerpon, so
Yep.
that's unfortunate. Actually, it should be exactly speed tie. Although thankfully, no matter what Espeon has, even if it's got a crazy crit, you do have Sturdy.
That is true.
The Terra Fighting resists the knockoff,
Man, Kyle loves
loses
his
the
Terra
Life
Fighting and his
Orb,
Psychic type.
the Terra Blast. See right there. Even with even without that knockoff, Sturdy would have protected you there.
Yeah.
But man, does it hurt to see a Focus Blast? No, wait, that was Terra Blast, not Focus Blast.
Yeah.
Whoa, crazy that Terra Blast did 92%. Whoa!
Yeah.
I saw the word
Espeon, bro.
blast and it has the Focus Blast animation. I just thought that was Focus Blast. Yeah, I guess that's Espeon with that, like, what, 130 special attack or something?
At least I'm faster, right?
No, speed tie.
Yeah, you won the speed.
No.
You won the speed tie once, but then
On the
Kyle
turn,
gets
it
his
didn't
turn.
matter.
And now we've got the Ditto that's forced to remain Terra Normal even after it transforms, which likely, I mean, lots of Dittos like to keep that Choice Scarf to kind of guarantee that outspeed, but definitely not good being in like that fighting normal matchup here. But Kyle having that fairy coverage, which
That should
actually
just win.
perfectly hits the Como, the Dragapult, gives Espeon the perfect tool it needs.
Yeah.
And the best part is,
fairy type move.
Well, I was gonna say,
play.
No, listen, no, Jake, listen. I was gonna say,
No, play.
Like, no,
Trust
listen. Como does have soundproof, so
And
Alluring Voice is not the
play.
is not the perfect move here. But
I didn't even think about having soundproof.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
No, Jake, I'm a little disappointed. You didn't even try to read Como. No. No. Yeah, no, there's not much you can do there. I guess, like, in hindsight, right, you could go, well, maybe Psychic would have been better, because at least that does hit Como. But I think in the moment, right, Alluring Voice just looks perfect, right? Hits Dragapult, quad damage on Como if it doesn't have soundproof, knocks out the Espeon. But you do get trapped in there. I wonder if... Because Espeon does get moves like Dazzling Gleam and whatnot, but I wonder if he brought Alluring Voice with any anticipation of getting to, like, block it with Como, or if that was just a perfect little circumstance.
He did mention he did plan that. He did do that on purpose.
That's good. That's actually really interesting. Tentacruel does resist fighting moves, and this lowered special defense and defense on Como. Not enough, even with the claw weakness.
I was upset about that one.
And Earthquake getting that critical hit.
Oof.
Yikes. Rapid Spin getting the speed boost. I think that's just enough for Tentacruel to be faster than Dragapult. No, not quite.
Unless it's like max speed. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was not super speedy.
Dragapult has about 100 more speed than Tentacruel anyways.
Well, that means that with the speed boost, I could have, if I wasn't hesitant for it.
But also, if you were less like bulky, then you might have not lived that crit Earthquake. So
right.
So Kyle does maintain his streak, but boy, was that close. You had him on the ropes for I'd say a good portion of that game.
That was the only 1-0 this week. The rest were two big margins.
I think I was the no wait. I think me and Alex, I think we both had 3-0s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there's a 4-0 and then a 5-0, 6-0.
You just had to throw that 6-0 in there at the end, didn't you? You
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to mention it. We all knew. All right.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, Eric. Did I hurt your feelings?
No, you didn't hurt my feelings. I'm trying to be a good sport here, but you keep rubbing it in. You keep rubbing dirt in the wound.
I was just mentioning all the ones that I remembered. All right.
No,
Jeez.
this was a very interesting week one. But I'm very excited to see what the performances we get from these players these upcoming weeks. Hopefully Josh and Isaiah can take care of their battle soon. Then we can do like an extra little replay next week to catch up with that. But yeah, I believe that is all we've got for tonight. Should I here's something I didn't really plan for, so I want to quick set this up. But I can quick do a look through on the spreadsheet, and we can look through like the MVPs and all that.
All right.
If it's working.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Wait.
to.
Does the
I did
MVP?
fill out everything. We can go to the stats page at least and
yeah, the
see
stats.
the Pokemon.
The stats page will have to be it. Okay, so let me get the actual. I go to OBS. Make a new scene. Window capture. And I go to this. There we go. So this is probably going to be a little hard to see, but I want to make sure it's like on the screen. Keep it zoomed in like that.
Is whatever you're doing supposed to be visible to us right now?
No, I'm doing this in OBS.
Okay.
That way I can just we can have the spreadsheet on the stream too, so we're not just talking to ourselves. So yeah, let's go to the stat sheet. Or no. What sheet around? The standings?
Stats, I believe, yeah.
Stats.
Stat sheet. Okay. Oh, the stats tab. Oh, there we go. The stats tab, not the stat sheet. Okay, so we're on the stats tab. Let me zoom this in a little bit for the stream. Let's stretch it way out. That looks good.
Perfect.
So Sunflora's got the 1-1. Concursion, the 1 death, 0 kills. What's like a crazy ratio if we have any yet?
I mean, Celador.
3-0 and we've got a
Ice Cube with
4-1.
that 3-0 and that 4-1.
Hey, Ice Cube's not the only one.
Oh yeah, Iron Bundle's also a 3-0.
Yeah, come on.
Iron Bundle's got the 3-0.
See,
Okay,
I'm
so
just happy that Ditto is a 2-1 right now.
I would
like my little
have
Flygon put in work.
I'll fill in all the zeros.
Yeah.
all right.
Oops.
I know I personally would enjoy if any of these numbers were greater than 0. But
you should have just hit.
Here, hang on.
I'm not a
I'll
big
fix it for you.
I'm not a big math guy.
There you go.
Right? So I don't really want to go
Fix
through and like do all the numbers, but I want to know like what the like odds for that
Okay.
were.
So you missed a 290% and what else?
I missed the 290% and the rock slide, but then you also hit 3 gunk shots in a row. And then there was probably a couple of things we'd have to check through. But it felt so like I don't know if I can put it into words, right?
Oh, keep in mind, Gunk Shot did not poison ever.
It did not
So
poison.
that's
No, you're right.
technically one thing that did go your way, luck-wise.
Okay,
It
you're
could
right.
have been worse. It could have been slightly worse.
So okay, I think doing the math here, missing 390% accurate moves, so a 10% chance for each of those things to happen is a 0.001% chance to happen.
Oh.
I mean, if they all happened in a row, which it didn't, but we'll just
three
say
10% in a row?
3 10% in a row.
That's just 0.1%.
Yeah, 0.1. So 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1.
Yeah, so that's 0.1% chance for that to happen. right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You multiply them all together, so it's 0.001.
Yeah, but then you move the decimal
0.001
point
is
2
the
over.
probability, yeah.
Oh, I guess if you
Which
want to
is
And for the
multiply
percent,
by
it's
100, yeah, I
0.1%.
guess so. Yeah, so it's a 0.1% chance to happen. My bad. And then doing the 80%, landing 3 gunk shots in a row. That's a 51.2% chance of happening. So it still is in William's favor. For that to happen.
You know what I think happened? I think William hacked Eric's computer before the stream started, and then Eric had to restart his whole computer, and then that's when the virus hit.
Oh, no wonder. That's why my thing got all
You
slowed down
figured
at the
me
beginning.
out. No, week 1. God damn it.
But no, I don't want to keep coming back to this. The only other thing I wanted to say was just it's weird. Like when you have like a couple like bad RNG things happen in a row, like that feeling of helplessness you have is hard to describe.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how hard you planned or like how much prep you had. There's a famous there's like a famous rant on one of the Showdown forums where someone quit playing Pokemon forever after they lost a Smogon Premier League game due to bad RNG, and they wrote an essay about how like everybody's below them, RNG is bad. I should go like record myself reading that.
Okay, I mean, with RNG, I want to say if I won the second speed tie, I think I would have won my game. Because I couldn't have made the blunder with my Ditto if I couldn't have transformed into Espeon.
I think if you also like thought about like, oh yeah, alluring voice and soundproof, you could have swapped to Tentacruel and then swap back in, then be faster than the whatever it's called, the dragon guy, Komao, and then you can win from there. But yeah, it's like oh well, you could have, but
I'm pretty sure he had. Actually, I could be wrong, but I think he had substitute on Komao. And correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't imposter fail if they are substituted?
I don't
So
know.
he could have tried setting that up.
If he did have substitute, that would be pretty smart.
Actually, no, it wouldn't have worked because I'd be attacking him constantly, so it wouldn't matter.
Unfortunate does not begin to describe my series. This game rewards blind luck and nothing else. I am beyond convinced at this point. I am getting completely tooled by scheduling with my opponent, changing times on me last minute, and refusing to provide confirmation prior to the day of the match as to play times. Losing this way somehow felt even worse than I had thought possible. My preparation was superior. My play was superior. And I lost. So I don't see a reason to continue engaging in an activity where what is within my control is overwhelmingly outweighed by what is not. I am done with competitive Pokemon, and you won't get a fond farewell. This community is infected to its roots with a degenerative disease that grows stronger over time but stops short of killing its host. Tournaments used to have a competitive spirit at their heart. This has been transplanted and replaced with an artificial organ that feeds on vitriol and mockery from insecure little boys that heckle by the sidelines and tear each other to shreds over scraps of attention. The environment we fostered was trapped as all like this in a vicious cycle, and escaping it requires acceptance of the harshest reality we all scramble to explain away, that none of the countless straining efforts we put ourselves through here will ever amount to one single shining glimmer of significance. I would not make this the end, but World Cup is still ongoing, and I would never leave so many great friends out to dry, so I'll suffer through a few more games for them. One last thing before I leave you all to react with disdain, ridicule, and self-righteous fervor. Before you do anything in your power to minimize my words and thoughts, box them up and shove them to some cobwebbed corner of your memory and hope they disappear forever as a stain on your finite time ground to dust. For this moment on, nothing you say matters to me. The foulest insults you hurl with intent to wound will calmly settle, and the earth before my feet and the venom you spit will bring all the pain of a warm summer breeze. You are less than anything you can conceive, while I carry on, brimming with joy distilled from detachment. Thank you.
Bravo.
I'm doing the slow clap. You can't hear it, but I'm doing like the slow clap.
Have you ever thought that maybe this is
a
just
really good essay, unironically?
You know,
Is there like a specific reason Ice-Q isn't in Ubers?
I don't know.
I think it's
Special
because
attacks go through ice
Because I never
space,
watched
right?
your battles.
I think it's
Right?
because I think it's because Ice Cube doesn't have like a you know, it's
I
not
think it's
like
because
hot
Ice Cube
enough,
is
right?
bad.
Oh, imagine if they made Paradox Ice Spew. Then it would probably be worse.
All right. But
I
I
honestly
think
love
that's
Ice Cube.
enough for the one night. So let's
I agree.
call that quits. Thanks for anybody who tuned in. Yada yada yada. We'll be back next Sunday for more replay reactions and possibly some live streams, or like live battles. So make sure you tune in. And that is all from the lounge posting for tonight. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.